Hi Firecrackers, welcome to I Am Ife, and today I have a special guest, our very own Bahamian professional baseball player, Todd Isaacs. He's here with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for
you're documenting what we're doing this weekend, so thank you for having us and thank you for covering this.
Of course, I'm so honored to be here because I'm all about empowering young Bahamians, and it's so awesome to see young men under 25 creating an amazing space to promote baseball in the Bahamas. Yeah. And so I want to know, first of all, did you always know that you wanted to go pro?
Yeah, from a kid, a young kid, I fell in love with baseball at 3 years old. So for me, I knew that whatever it was that I did in life, baseball would have been involved with it.
Wow.
I didn't know about professional baseball when I was young, and when I first went to high school, I just knew that baseball was something that I would always be around. And then when the doors started to open for professional baseball, it became real. The dream became real, and then I really realized that I could compete with some of the best players in the world. So for me, it was a really humbling process, and I'm glad that I stuck with baseball my whole life. So
did you have any influences? Like, how did you first get your eyes set on baseball? Was it your dad? Was it TV, a movie? Because in the Bahamas, baseball isn't necessarily the number one sport, So
for me, it was just the fact that I played so many sports. I did tennis, I ran track for a little bit, I played basketball, but baseball was the one sport that I always came back to.
Wow.
One sport that I always found time for, and the one sport that I always seemed to love the most. So for me, playing baseball, it was just going through playing so many different sports and learning from so many different sports that baseball was the one that I realized that would take me around the world.
And what did your parents say when you told them that you wanted to go pro?
Well, my dad, he loved the idea in the beginning. He was the one that really pushed the envelope for me to just find a way for me to sign a professional contract. My mom was like, no way in hell. She wanted me to go to college because she didn't understand what professional baseball was, and she wasn't exposed to professional baseball. When she realized the magnitude of it and where it would take me in life, she was all for it. So, it was sort of like yay or nay in the beginning, but once both of my parents were on board, it was an easy process, it was an easy transition, it was an easy decision for me to stop school and start my professional career.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that you stopped school. So what year did you stop?
I completed my freshman year at Palm Beach State in 2014 and 15, so that was my freshman year, and then I got drafted by the Indians that summer.
Oh, nice. So did you have any amazing coaches that really steered you in the right direction and mentored you?
I had a coach in high school, American Heritage. He took us under his wing, and
shout him out.
He really believed in us from day one. I remember days he would tell us we'd be so hard on ourselves, and he always tell us it's coming, be patient. You grow into what you want, what you see yourself to be one day, and he always stuck with us from the beginning through the ups, the downs, and he was always someone I could always call on, and he was someone that he knew me so well that anytime that I went wrong, I could pick up the phone and he could be able to help me right away. So Coach Murray, shouts out to you. You're a big part of my career so far, and I love you. That's amazing.
And so how many years have you been a professional baseball player?
I am going on my third full season.
Okay.
So I got drafted in 2015, and now it's 2018, so I'm about to begin my third year in pro ball.
What made you want to start the Homerun Derby for baseball in the Bahamas?
When I signed, I always knew that I wanted to do something that would change the way people viewed baseball here in the Bahamas. And I remember one day, it came to me in a dream. I was like, we could do a Homerun Derby on the beach. So immediately that morning I woke up, I remember I was in Bowling Green. I called Lucius, I was like, yo, what do you think about this idea? Let's do a Homerun Derby of all our professional baseball players, and let's do it on the beach. Let's change it. Let's let the beach be the wow factor. So we wrote it down on paper, we started brainstorming ideas, and we stuck with it, we believed in it, and we sold the idea to a lot of people, and a lot of people love it, and we're here today, and we're one day away from the first annual Don't Blink Homerun Derby in Paradise. So I'm really excited about it, and it's been hard work so far, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
And so what was the process of bringing the other players over? Was that easy?
It was a really easy sell because all of us, we stay together. We all know that we come from a country where no one owes us anything, so for us is how will we leave our mark on the world. So amongst all of us, some of us are amongst the top ranked professional baseball players in all of the world. So
It's just a phone call.
exactly,
And they
so
were there.
exactly, so it's the fact that we want to tell that story, we want that story to be known, and a lot of Bahamians don't really know that there's 20 of us in professional baseball. So it's the highest sport with the most professional athletes in the Bahamas, but a lot of people don't know that.
Amazing.
And a lot of the guys are under 18 years old. So
Wow.
it's all young men that are doing something positive with their life. So by doing this Homerun Derby and intermingling and intertwining with the Bahamian people, it allows for us to do that. And one conversation could change someone's whole perspective in life. So for us, that's what the goal is. That our goal is to inspire a positive change in the Bahamas.
And so what would your advice be to young Bahamians who aspire to be where you are right now?
I mean, no matter what it is, it could be professional sports, it could be being a doctor, fashion designer, artist, music, whatever it is. My advice is just to believe in yourself. You know, if you believe in yourself and sell your dream to yourself, no one can take that away. No matter, because 9 out of 10 times, when someone asks you how you're doing, they really don't care. It's just
they're ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm fine, and
yeah,
then
exactly.
you move on.
It's like, oh, you said I'm good. How are you? They like, they really don't care. So as long as you realize that it's only you in this world, and it's what you care about the most that matters the most, I think that's the most important part in being successful. Because when you try to please someone by doing this and doing that, at the end of the day, you gotta realize it's only you. You were born alone and you're gonna die alone. There's only one person that's gonna judge you. So as long as you play for yourself and play for the right reasons, I believe that your blessings will come. And that's my one advice to give to everyone. And
That's
just to
really good
believe in
advice.
yourself.
Yeah, and be your biggest fan.
Yeah, exactly. Always, always.
So where do you see baseball in the Bahamas in like 5 years?
In 5 years, I say there will be a lot of us in the major leagues playing and performing at the highest level of baseball. I say we'll finally have a national team that will be able to compete on the world stage. And I just believe that it'll be a turning point, just athleticism here in the Bahamas, professional sports here in the Bahamas, and a doorway for a lot of people to follow our footsteps, whether it's through baseball or just us mentoring people, mentoring kids. So I think baseball is our platform is gonna allow for us to really make a change here in the Bahamas.
And what about the relationship between like the baseball players that are now retired and you guys that are active in the league?
You know, they led the way for us. They gave us the blueprint. We watched what they did. We looked up to what they did, and we sort of kind of knew that we had to go down that line to get where they were. Now, for some of us, we were a lot more advanced and a lot more smarter than they were at that age. So for us, we had an advantage because they gave us all the knowledge at their age, and at our young age, we were able to take that all in, learn from it, adapt to the changes around us, and evolve with the game. So for all of us, it's just blessing each other with the knowledge we know, so that by the time as the younger kids get our age, they're already ahead of us. So that's what it's all about. Passing the torch is a selfless act, and it's hard to be selfless in baseball because it's a selfish sport. It's a team sport, but it's a selfish sport because you want to get to the highest level for the longest time and make the most money you possibly could. So for us, one thing I could say about all of us is that we're really selfless, and we really and truly look out for each other, and we do things to help each other, no matter if we butt heads sometimes, but at the end of the day, we know it's just an open dialogue, it's constructive criticism, and it's just a way for us to get better. Baseball in the Bahamas is going to blossom, continue to blossom.
Well, I'm excited to see this because you all are really making waves. Like, your social media has been insane. I know people who aren't even into sports, and they're like, what's going on? Like, where is this happening? Because they've just seen it all over. So just want to commend you all for doing such a great marketing job and making sure, like, our generation is engaged, even if they aren't really sports, centric, but to support other young Bahamians doing amazing work,
No, because at the end of the day, all of us are one.
Exactly.
All of us are one. It's Bahamas against the world,
Yeah.
I carry 242 anywhere in the world. Like, that's something that helps me to be the best person I am because of the pride I have from the country I'm from. And I believe that pride will always stay there and will always grow inside of me and always help me be the one to stand out in the room. So 242 to the world, big up yourself.
All day, every day.
All the time.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
All right. So that's it.